My name is Katie Kreider. I am a Human Performance Master's student at the University of Florida and swim coach for Gator Swim Club. I will be presenting to you some information about Dryland training for age group swimmers, specifically about applied plyometric and strength exercises. What is Dryland? For those unfamiliar, Dryland training is a combination of stretching, both dynamic and static, plyometrics, strength exercises with or without resistance, and focused core work, running, and prehab to strengthen muscles around joints to reduce the risk of injury. Age group swimmers are trained competitive swimmers ages 5 to 18, competing in age groups at meets. Age groups are typically 10 and under, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, or usually everyone older than 15 is lumped into the same age group. Swimmers in each of these age groups vary greatly in skill, experience, and speed, and their Dryland training should reflect his or her individual ability. Dryland training is deemed important by coaches around the world for a variety of reasons, including the athlete's development of physical literacy, general and fine motor skills, coordination and body awareness, strength, flexibility, muscular endurance, and power. Injury prevention is also commonly cited by coaches as a reason to do certain Dryland exercises. By doing exercises outside of the pool, it breaks up the monotony of swim practice and gives an opportunity for more focused training. The nature of swim practice in the pool is highly individual, and Dryland allows for social interaction and team building between swimmers. As promised, I am going to talk about applied and transferable plyometrics and applied strength training for age group swimmers specifically. First, plyometrics are exercises in which an athlete demonstrates explosive reactive power through a range of motion. For swimmers, this would apply to the swim starts for all strokes and push-offs from the wall when executing a turn. Whether the turn is an open turn, flip turn, or medley transition, the push-off is more or less the same motion, similar to a squat jump. Some common and simple plyometric exercises for swimmers of all ages are squat jumps, streamline hops where the swimmer is focusing on holding a tight streamline, start jumps in which the swimmer takes his mark and leaps up, burpees, split squat jumps, vertical jump for height, and long jump for distance. Some exercises with equipment that are still beneficial for swimmers are jumping rope, box jumps, and depth jumps where the swimmer stands on the box, lands, and immediately reacts by jumping into streamline, mimicking the reaction needed when their feet hit the wall in a turn. In the water, a swimmer does not complete a turn or a start that does not result in a streamline, so it is important to instill the habit of actively streamlining when transferring skills from the water to dry land and then back to the water. Swimmers in general have extremely well-conditioned aerobic and anaerobic energy systems from the nature of swimming. A swimmer of any age with developed or developing energy systems will still cite muscular fatigue after a race, whether they did well or not. It is important to train upper and lower and core muscle groups equally for muscular endurance to prolong high performance. Strength training for age group swimmers is similar to any other simple strength and conditioning program with squats, lunges, and step-ups to develop lower body strength, and push-ups and pull-ups for the upper body. These exercises are relatively simple to teach and can be used as a base for other exercises. For example, a squat can be done as an isometric squat to further develop muscular endurance rather than just doing hundreds of squats for the same effect. Your swimmers will thank you for breaking up the monotony, maybe not so much for their burning glutes and quads. As the swimmers get older and more experienced, these strength exercises can be enhanced with weighted medicine balls, free weights, stability balls, and resistance bands to help further develop coordination along with strength. There is never a time while swimming the core muscles are not used. Core muscles include all muscles that attach to the spinal column or the pelvis. An imbalance in strength in any of these muscles can result in injury. The previously mentioned both plyometric and strength exercises can develop the core muscles, but coaches can implement a more focused core work that applies to in-water skills. Some core exercises that mimic swimming include flutter kick and its variations like dolphin kick. Rows or V-ups use the same abdominal contraction necessary when executing an open turn like the one in the diagram. Planks and all of its variations are excellent for developing strength and muscular endurance of the entire core simultaneously. Age group swimmers can start with a basic plank on elbows or hands and as they become stronger and more developed, they can advance to more complex and strenuous plank exercises. Planks develop an awareness of body position that can be transferred to their swimming. It is important not to neglect developing the core muscles in the back, so Supermans and similar exercises are important to implement as well. There are many other core exercises that can be transferred from swimming to dryland. A coach just must use their imagination and some critical thinking to find them. When incorporating a dryland program, there are some important things to consider. First and foremost, dryland training should be engaging for athletes and fun, especially for the younger ones. The exercises in the program should be progressive and individualized. A skill that a swimmer learns when they are young or just beginning can progress into a more complex dryland exercise as they gain strength, coordination, and experience. On the same note, exercises should be age-appropriate in intensity and complexity. At a younger age, the dryland focus should be on proper form and encouraging them to think about why it might be important for swimming, possibly making their exercises a game. For the older, more experienced swimmer, dryland is an extension of their training in the pool, and the exercises should reflect their ability and enhance in-water skills through building strength, coordination, and power. While nearly all swim coaches implement dryland training in their programs, dryland training with plyometrics and strength have not been proven as necessary to improve swimming performance by research, but past history and what successful coaches do with their swimmers are used as models for training programs. This is likely because dryland has not been proven as detrimental by research or coaching and swimming history. In fact, some studies have shown that swimmers' sprinting performance consistently improved 1.3 to 4.4% with dryland training. In a 50 freestyle at the Olympics, that's the difference between a gold medal and not even making finals. However, these studies are conflicting among age group swimmers. Other studies say that there was not a statistically significant improvement in swimming performance due to dryland and plyometric training, as opposed to no dryland, no matter if it was a sprint or a longer distance race. Until dryland training is proven as detrimental, coaches should implement age-appropriate, progressive, and properly supervised dryland training programs utilizing applied plyometric and strength exercises to help build coordination, strength, and muscular endurance in their swimmers. I urge all coaches to do their own research. There is no one best way to do dryland. Here are my own references. Happy swimming, and go Gators!